Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video of NHL Gaming Presents Top 10. This week, we're going to go over the top 10 defensemen currently in the NHL. Now, I'm not just going to do a top 10 this week. I'm also going to include one honorable mention, mainly because I'm a bit biased to the Toronto Maple Leafs. So with that being said, let's get started. At my honorable mention, Morgan Rielly of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Rielly has gotten better and better each year and has taken on more responsibility for the Leafs. He's one of the best skaters in the NHL, unless you look at that nice little clip where McDavid makes him look like a pylon. Other than that, Morgan Rielly, he can bring the offense for the Maple Leafs. He can take that puck up all the way from his own zone. He's brilliant with the puck. He's getting better and better defensively, and he is the backbone of that Maple Leafs D-core. That's why they're able to let Barry walk this summer, because Morgan Rielly, when healthy, is the best defenseman on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Not named Jake Muzzin, but offensively for the Toronto Maple Leafs. This year, a bit of a down year, but last year, I think that is where Morgan Rielly is expected to be for the next couple years, especially with this bargain of a contract he has. At number 10, I have Mark Giordano of the Calgary Flames. Captain Mark was a little bit of a late bloomer, you might say, but he's the backbone of that Calgary defense. He is Mr. Consistent. He can play in all situations, and he just brings it every single night. He'll give you 20 to 25 minutes. If he needs to, he'll be playing 30. He can do it all. Getting Noah Hanifin has been a great move by Calgary, but still, Mark Giordano, he runs that defensive core. At number 9, a guy who I feel is a little bit underappreciated for what he does, and that's Chris Letang of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Letang is a wonderful right-handed defenseman who, well, he's just a jerk, isn't he? He's a pain in the ass to play against. I wouldn't want to deal with him in front of the net. He might not be the biggest guy, but I think your lower back and the back of your legs would be covered in bruises after playing with him. He has a mean streak, but he can also score, and he's just the perfect combination with Crosby and Malkin there. At number 8, we have a rookie from the Vancouver Canucks, and this is Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes, honestly, he skates like a young Rob Niedermayer. He's come into the league, and for a defenseman that young to have that much of an impact right away is unbelievable. Vancouver have been just nailing their picks recently. You got Pettersson and you get Hughes, and they're just coming in and making an immediate impact. Hughes up for Rookie of the Year, and it's a no-brainer. He's been absolutely brilliant. The way he walks the line and what he can do with that puck, as well as his amazing skating ability, I think he's going to get better and better and better. He already has the skating and elusiveness that someone like Dahlin was really pegged to have. However, Hughes is better defensively already, and I expect him to continue as we go through. At number 7, another rookie for the Colorado Avalanche, and this is Cal Makar. Now, I really struggled figuring out if I was going to put Makar at 7 or Hughes at 7, so vice versa. But I really like how Makar plays, and it does help that he's a right-handed defenseman. He came into the playoffs last year for Colorado and was impactful right away, and it hasn't stopped this year. Just like Hughes, his elusiveness, especially for being a bigger guy, his skating is unbelievable. His edge work is amazing. The way he moves around other players and what he can do at the point, always finding space to get a shot through. He's wonderful. I'm really happy to say that I have him in my Dynasty Fantasy League, so that worked out really well. Cal Makar, Quinn Hughes, they're gonna move up this list so quick. At number 6, another underappreciated defenseman who went from Boston to Calgary and has now found his footing in Carolina. Again, a right-handed defenseman. They're a rarity, except on this list, I guess. Dougie Hamilton has been amazing, has been the best defenseman on Carolina with a team who are stacked on defense. Offensively, defensively, he's brought everything this past year. He's most definitely a Norris candidate, and I think he's finally hit his stride with Carolina, and he'll continue to be this dominant force. There's not much else to say. Dougie Hamilton has really brought it this year. At number 5, now I know this is going to be a controversial pick, but the man is literally coming back from just being injured, and he's had bummed up ankle, bummed up foot. But when he's on, he's one of the best players in the league, not just on defense, but forwards as well. And that's Erik Karlsson. If you go back and look at how he played in Ottawa and how he can just take over games, there was a series against New York where he just did it all back on their cup run. Karlsson just brings it all the time. Yes, he's a little bit slow now on the turn. He's kind of like Zoolander where he can't turn left. But I think that's just coming back from the surgeries. And maybe he did come back a bit too early. He had injuries after injuries this past season. And yet he still almost put a point per game for what people called an awful year. If Erik Karlsson can get back to form, if he's not the best defenseman in the league, well, he's at least top 5. And I think he's going to. Next year you'll see him. He'll be back to the ways of Erik Karlsson. At number 4, we have the most recent Stanley Cup winner, Captain Alex Pietrangelo. I still can't believe St. Louis is most likely going to let him walk. Signing Falk to that contract kind of just went, well, see ya, Pet. And yeah, that caught me off guard. Now, Pietrangelo, he'll be able to ask for 10 million easily, I think. And people are going to throw money at him. He can do it all. He's a great leader. Well, you can just say he can play for Team Canada. So yeah. Play for Team Canada. He can lead the St. Louis Blues to the Stanley Cup, hoist that Stanley Cup, and I think he'll be able to do it again. If there was no cap or no issue with cap, him in Toronto would be unbelievable. But whatever team he signs with this year just had a big boost on their back end. He's a wonderful leader, a great player, and he's one of the best in the league. Now again, this video is players right now, and that's why at number 3 I have John Carlson of the Washington Capitals. Now there's a bit recency bias here because he had an unbelievable year this year in Washington. The amount of points he was able to get, he was scoring more. His play on the power play, what he was able to do, you can't turn a blind eye to that. He had a dominant year, and you have to give him his due. So that's why I have Carlson at number 3. If I did this list again next year at the same time, I expect him to drop down this list a bit, especially with, I think, Carlson finding his groove again and Makar and Hughes moving up the list because in their second years, they're going to be better and better. But right now, Carlson, with what he did this year and what he brings to the Washington Capitals, I have him at number 3. At number 2, a man once thought of, are we actually going to keep him in Nashville? Because Nashville had such a stacked defensive core. Roman Josi, Captain Roman Josi. Just like many people on this list, he can do everything, but he's the backbone of that Nashville Predators defense. Such a smooth skater. He's so smart with the puck. And it's very, very rare to find him out of position or losing battles at any time or any point, anywhere on the ice. like a lot of people, he just keeps getting better and better, and I don't think he's slowing down. I think Nashville signed him to a really good contract for what he brings to the team, and you can't go wrong with Roman Josi. So I have him at number 2. At number 1, I have Victor Hedman of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, Hedman is most definitely underpaid. He's got to be. What he brings to that team, he's just a dominant force. I would hate to play against him. He can burn you with skating on the attack. That stick, his stick check is ridiculous. One turn, poke off. He's getting better and better defensively. Him in front of the net is a nuisance. And he's, again, like most of the others, he's just a backbone of that Tampa Bay defense. Plays high 20 minutes a night, can give you 30, give you more if you really wanted to. He's been a brilliant pick since going number 2 behind John Tavares. And again, he just keeps getting better and better and better. What else is there to say? Victor Hedman is most definitely the best overall defenseman currently in the NHL. All right, well, that's my list. Hopefully you enjoyed the list. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below your list of the top 10 defensemen, if there's any you would take out of mine and add in for you. Hopefully you enjoyed the highlights of my online versus game in the background of this video. If you want to check out more videos, just comment, like, subscribe, check a few out. Let me know what you think. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.